me most, and you should agree with me here. The tendency that we see now, which I cannot name but Zionist Antisemitism. By this, I mean the following. Did you notice how Western right-wingers who are this extreme populists are here in the States, in Western Europe, anti-Semitic, but they support Israel there? This is a very dangerous game, and I seriously worry when the Israeli government often accepts this game. And I know this from, you know who was the primordial father of all this? It's a horrible name. Read him. Horrible name. You know, the Holocaust father, Reinhard Heydrich. He wrote in 1937 a wonderful with me means horrifying, text where he says, Jews are incredibly creative people, but it's too much for us here in Germany. If Jews go to Palestine, we will support them. They're great people. We will trade with them, just not here. The next guy who did the same, do you remember some, now it's already over 10 years ago, Breivik, that crazy Norwegian who shot a Norwegian friend sent me the translation of some of his texts, where this guy said, Jews are dangerous in the West. We should limit their influence. But there in Palestine, we should fully support them because they are the last bastion of Western civilization and so on and so on. All I'm saying, I hope we all agree, is that this is a very dangerous game. And it's incredible how some of the American religious fundamentalists support Israel, but when you read their reasons, they are horrible. The main reason is that it says in some shitty stuff like that, what comes...
The rapture.
Sorry?
The rapture.
Yeah, which I think it's the beginning of anti-Semitism, the beginning of the... And John's, how do you call it? Evan? What I want to say is that the usual explanation is, it says somewhere there that before Armageddon, Jews will take over the Holy Land. Well, then with Armageddon, they will be burned also if they don't turn Christians. But with this very strange justification, they support Israel. Like, yeah, be there so as a guarantee that, that you will be burned. You know. You know what is, for me, allow me another improvisation. We are out of dangerous waters. Did you see Rapture? Not Rapture U, but Rapture R-A, no? Rapture, like... Did you see a wonderful movie with Mimi Rogers? Please download it. You get it for Rapture. I think it's an example of what I call Christian atheism. The most radical critique of Christianity, but taking it seriously from inside. Download it, you will be shocked. The first 3/4 of the movie is the usual drama and so on. Mimi Rogers plays a promiscuous young woman who goes into that swinging and so on. Then she falls in love with a guy, they marry, they have a daughter or son, I forget, but the guy, her husband, is killed in an accidental way by a burglar, and this breaks her down. So she has this idea how to rejoin her husband, and she thinks that if she moves with her child into a desert, that she will be rapture taken into heaven, and she spends there a year or two, nothing happens, blah, blah. Then she has the idea, her daughter, I think it's daughter, tells her, Mommy, but why don't you simply kill me and then yourself, and it will happen immediately. She kills her daughter, but somehow, it happens, cannot kill herself. Then she is arrested for this. I simplified the story. Then she is in prison. Now, if at that point the movie were to end, it would have been a kind of a standard psychological drama. The delusion, despair of blah, blah. But then something incredible happens. While she is in prison, the apocalypse rapture happens. It states. All of a sudden, the walls of the prison disintegrate. She goes out. You see 4 riders of the apocalypse there riding, and she goes to a car. A policeman who supports her is with her, and they just drive, and come to the edge of our world, where you see, it's of course mythic, where you see a beautiful mountain paradise. And there, her dead husband and daughter come to the edge to them and say, so glad, just say, I love Jesus, and and you will enter. And Mimi Rogers said, no, I cannot do it. They asked her why. She says, God did so many horrible things to me, I cannot say that sincerely. I don't want to serve God in any way, not even rhetorically. Then they said, but you know what this means, her dead husband. And it means, how long will you stay there like that? And that's the last sentence. She said, I know, forever. This is for me a true and a deeply Christian undermining of religion, which is internal to religion. Any idiot can say there is no God and so on, but as Jacques Lacan put it in his wonderful reading of Pascalian Blaise Pascal wager, the true thing is not I act as if there is no God. It is to say, even if God exists, I will act as if God doesn't exist. And in a wonderful reading, Lacan proves that this is the immanent truth of Pascalian wager, that this is the true wager. As Lacan put it literally, true atheism is not there is no God. True atheism is, even if there is God, I will not serve him.